Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, welcome back to our channel. There is a business transaction taking place somewhere in the world every single day and hour. The fundamental idea underlying this business transaction or contract is that money is being exchanged for goods or services. The items and services he offers should typically be highly appealing and the result of a great deal of hard work if one hopes to win a $1 million transaction. However, did you know that a man once completed a similar business arrangement in which he was living a leisurely life and receiving a steady, substantial income without putting in a lot of hard work? Too good to be true, right? Let's try to find out what business transaction he made that allowed him to become so wealthy so quickly without putting in a lot of time or effort. A man named Nadim resided in a very beautiful flat in London's Muslim Quarter. When people came to his house to pay him a visit, they couldn't help but notice the pricey objects in his house and the extravagant lifestyle he was leading. One day, a man named Omar from his neighborhood considered approaching Nadim and asking him the key to his such a lavish lifestyle, as no one knew what he did for a profession and no one had ever seen him go to work or business. Nadim asked Omar whether he wanted to have the same luxury and fortune as Nadim. Omar, out of desperation and greed, said yes. Nadim asked Omar again if he would be able to do what was required to acquire the fortune, and Omar said again, yes. Omar believed that the most Nadim could expect was to work really hard or to be employed by a corporation. But what Nadim was going to ask Omar was never something Omar would have expected. Nadim asked Omar to go to the round pond as the sun was about to drop and pronounce some specific names that Nadim had written down for Omar on a piece of paper. Nadim also informed Omar that following this, he would meet someone whose instructions he must follow step by step in order to obtain whatever Omar desires. Omar consented to Nadim's request, and the next day, before dusk, he walked to a spot where no one was present and began chanting the names that Nadim had written on the paper. After a while, a figure appeared from the pond and approached Omar. Omar was terrified, but he stood strong to maintain his position. The guy appeared to be human, but Omar noticed two horns on his head. The figure requested Omar to comply with some directives he would give him. Omar nodded. Figure went ahead and asked Omar to leave the 5 daily prayers for 1 week and to remove the copy of the Quran from his home. Omar immediately recognized the individual in question as Satan, and the reason Nadim was living a wealthy life was because he had sold himself to the Satan. Omar came from a religious family and was raised with a strong religious faith. He understood that this is a contract with Satan in which one buys the wealth of this world in exchange for the hereafter. Recognizing the danger, Omar fled the situation and went straight home to recite 2 rakat nafil prayers, requesting forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for being overpowered by desire and influenced by Nadim. He also did the Maghrib prayer as was due to him, but at the moment, he was standing in front of the devil, preparing to sell his faith to him. After that incident, Omar never met Nadim again. He left his neighborhood entirely, having realized that Nadim was nothing more than a slave of Satan and all of his wealth was acquired solely to make others insecure and curious about his source of income, allowing him to make them Satan's slaves as well. Dear brothers and sisters, there are no shortcuts to earning money. There is only one path, which is via consistent hard work and effort and self-improvement. If someone tells you that there are other methods to make quick money, be careful that he may be earning it through haram means such as gambling and other activities, or maybe leading you into the dark domain of Satan. The fact that so many Hollywood celebrities who promote nudity, homosexuality, cheating, alcohol, and other intoxicants repeatedly display devilish signs and state in their song lyrics that they have sold their souls to the devil is due to the fact that they are all in direct contact with him and are worshipping him day and night. This is why they have so much popularity and wealth. The devil pays them to not only preach notions that are contradictory to Islam, but also to secretly worship him. Do not get into a business agreement with the devil. This is the worst of all deals, since it may appear to be extremely helpful at first, but in reality, it is a deal that if signed, will land you in the dark corners of hellfire. Likewise, for those who spend their wealth to show off and do not believe in Allah or the last day, and whoever takes Satan as an associate, what an evil associate they have. May Allah save us all from the deception and tricks of Satan. Ameen. That's all for today, dear viewers. We hope you found this video informative and engaging. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.